till they say real and
This edition of Honeybees. My name is Ty. This is
Maria
and
Tabitha.
And we are so thankful that you tuned in today for our part 2 of the coronavirus. The coronavirus.
I'm getting there, guys.
Yes.
I'm getting there.
Why are you so late, though?
I don't know.
You can't be late.
Hold on. It's hard.
This virus is spreading, girl.
This virus is spreading like an STD.
So we want to thank you for tuning in today. We hope that you enjoyed our discussion, our part 1 of the coronavirus coverage. And we thought it was such a huge topic that we should go ahead and do
Turn off our volume. It's hard to put gloves on.
I know, right? Sometimes, your hands get stuck, your fingers get stuck.
Right?
We're new to this.
Hold on. Hold on.
We're new to this whole, the gloves and the mask thing. We look like we're going.
Feels like a condom. I'm so familiar with those.
They're vinyl gloves. They're
okay.
vinyl gloves, though. Vinyl. I think those are made of the same thing. I think. I don't know.
Made of the same thing?
Are they?
No, I can't.
I don't know. I don't know what condoms are made of. I
have
don't know.
more squishy feeling. This is.
I think I'm not.
This is constricting.
It's constricting.
Yeah.
Is it too small? Maybe it's too small.
My buddy says that these are the wrong masks. We might as well be kissing each other.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm not gonna die with coronavirus. I'm gonna die with suffocation.
Suffocation. Wearing the mask.
Suffocation.
Okay, look. I've got my gloves on.
We're getting hip and fashionable because the masks and gloves are in right now. I mean,
the mask and the gloves are in right now.
And let's look at Maria's. She's got a fashionable one.
I just touched my face.
Are you sure?
I just touched
now,
my face.
don't you touch me with that finger, lady. Keep your germ to yourself.
Okay.
No,
okay.
This is the new way, right? Everyone, you're supposed, if you have an itch, you should go like this. You use like this and don't touch your face. But it doesn't feel as good though.
Doesn't. Whatever, it doesn't work.
I know,
there.
but I thought I was the only one, but I've seen people in public doing the same.
Look, this is gonna mess up my lip gloss.
That's why I didn't put any on today.
You're a thinker.
Here's a tissue.
By the way,
I don't know where that came from.
Oh, then never mind.
Just to let you know, our title of our show today is "We Are at War."
At war
to fight coronavirus.
Yes. See the fatigue. This is my new guest top that I got.
The masqueraders.
The masquerader and glovernator.
This is the honeybees masquerade ball.
I'm getting used to the gloves. They're a little kinky.
Are they? I don't know.
Look, I can find a kink in everything.
I feel like I'm going to rob the bank.
She's like, I'm preparing to rob the bank.
I know, right?
You heard it here first, folks.
Look at this lady. First. You would choose now, right? When there's hardly anybody on the streets. This would be the perfect.
And plus, you don't know my face.
Less people to have to shoot.
That's right.
Saying. Less people to have to shoot.
Yeah, and she said people wouldn't be able to recognize her because of the mask.
Yeah, I have a mask.
I hope we didn't give any criminals some ideas just now.
I'm embarrassed. I don't know.
Are you doing all right with your mask? You keep touching it.
Oh,
it's
beautiful.
Are we selling it for real?
It's $25, guys.
Oh, are those the ones that?
I'm just gonna die. I choose death.
No, you don't.
Okay, you're right. I don't.
You have too much to live for, girl.
That very true. Very true. My community needs me.
Yes, and plus we need a nice laugh every now and then. Laughter is good therapy.
This is funny.
And people are stressed out right now because of the coronavirus.
I know.
People are so stressed and
yeah.
They have psychologists on the TV giving tips on how to not be depressed and how to get through the isolation.
Right.
What's our show? You won't get depressed.
Yeah.
Right. The isolation is the part that's killing me.
Yeah.
Only because I don't go somewhere every day, but now that I can't, I'm like, wait a minute, I can't? What are you talking about? I am going somewhere tonight, though. I have been good for so long.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going somewhere tonight,
but be careful, girl. The germs are everywhere.
Make sure you bring...
people like my germs. My germs are sought after.
I'm just realizing I still have my sunglasses on.
I noticed that, but I just thought they go with your look.
Yeah,
so
I
I
know,
was
that's
like,
why-
she
well,
likes it. She
Maybe
likes
I should
it.
do it.
Well, we're at
Maybe I
war,
should keep 'em on
guys.
today.
So,
I
yeah.
say
Eye
keep them.
protection.
Like we're already in the zone. Just keep them on.
Eye protection, like what,
they're part of your.
what?
They're
We're
part of
at
your
war.
look. I like
Yeah,
them.
I know. Coronavirus, we're coming to get you.
Yes, we are here
about
to
to-
get you.
We're about to stop
I'm not
you
trying to catch you.
in your tracks.
I'm not trying to
We're
catch
not-
you.
We're not trying to.
Well, you said we're coming to get you.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I mean,
Not
like to
that kind of
contain.
death.
To
Yeah,
contain.
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna
yes.
need to
Contain.
rework.
We're
They'd
gonna
like
use
to
our-
contain you,
We are
Rona.
sucking gun, like
Yeah.
it's gonna suck you to the gun and then bury you.
Oh
yeah,
God, Maria,
yeah,
you and your ideas.
we don't want any more coronavirus, and I'm thankful that we're not in one of the hotspot states. You know, the
What do
hot
you mean we're not a
spots.
hot spot?
It's
Oh,
crazy.
we're
The
not.
hotspot states are Washington, New
New
York,
York.
and California.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple
Oh.
of other states coming on the scene that they're getting a whole bunch too. I think I heard like
Oh, wow.
Louisiana, maybe Pennsylvania. But
Really?
you know, at least
Yeah,
we're.
Louisiana and Pennsylvania?
I know why. What's going on there?
I don't know. Them backwoods. of
People still live in those
Louisiana
states.
or- right? Who does that?
I'm
Who
just
goes
kidding.
to those places?
Much love to anyone who's from there. I'm
Right.
just
No, as I touch my nose.
no,
Stop
Tabitha. I tried
touching
to
your-
teach you. The
Oh,
new
okay.
way is like this.
Okay.
You
It
just
just
kinda rub
doesn't
it.
do it right.
Yeah, do it
And then
right.
it's gonna take off my makeup. I told you I have a date after this.
Oh, we're gonna. Don't worry, we're gonna put your new makeup.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one, but I've seen
You know
people doing
what?
it though. This is the new thing. This is the new scratch.
Oh my gosh.
It's the
So-
rub. The rub.
The rub? Oh my gosh.
The rub. Yes.
I always worry about my makeup
I'm
coming
glad
off.
I cannot smell
but-
my armpit now.
Oh goodness gracious.
Did
when,
you put your deodorant on today?
Oh,
I
please.
did.
Like, I'm embarrassed because she's her.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying. Is I'm embarrassed because she's her.
That's
Oh,
I mean, I
goodness,
like her
Tiffany.
enough to keep showing up, but I'm not going to say I'm not
Oh,
embarrassed
my goodness.
sometimes.
Yes,
So what are you doing for social distancing?
Yeah.
Everything
Tabitha.
but tonight and Thursday. Like, I've been a good girl. I did go to Lowe's, though. I went to Lowe's and I got rose bushes.
You're going
So-
to plant during the
I
quarantine?
did, yes. I dug holes and I planted rose bushes, and I
having
have
problems
them
with
now.
your
And I've been pulling weeds in the backyard because the house that we're renting is no landscaping. Like,
Oh.
well, I mean, there's like rocks in the front yard and some trees or bushes,
that's
but
how it is
in
everywhere,
the backyard there's
Rocks
dirt
everywhere.
and rocks. It
Now
worked. I got the job done. I have 6 rose bushes. I like
Aw,
to play
how
in the
cute.
faucet
I love flowers.
and
I love
water them.
flowers.
I know, right? Roses are the best. So I've got 2 red, 2 kind of hot pink, 1 light
Ooh,
pink,
yes.
and 1 orange.
Pink. I like pink.
'Cause
Pretty in
pink's my
pink. You're pretty-
favorite.
You're pretty in pink today.
My
is
nails
always
not
my
showing.
favorite.
My
Uh-huh.
nails is not showing now.
So
I got my
because of the
sparkle.
Rona, like my week it was dead. It was a good thing I like overdid it the week before because 2 weeks before.
Because it's just been a drab these last days.
Girl, I'm dying. But anyway, tonight and
she's
Thursday
planting
should
rose
take care
bushes.
of that.
That says it all right there.
Oh,
That
I
just
love
says it all.
gardening though. My daughter makes fun of me. She's like, "You need to live in the country."
I got here because of interracial love.
She's like interracial.
Interracial love. Hey, I'm all for it. It's all good.
Me too. I'm all for it. But I'm not. Oh, you know what? I think I'm ready for this because we all gonna die.
We're all gonna. We are all gonna
Not
die.
with
Eventually.
trying to-
Eventually.
She's like, "Don't kill us now.
Eventually.
Don't
Yeah,
kill us now."
no,
I'm
no.
trying to not get sick.
Me too.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I've been
Anyways,
really good.
well, that's cool. Thank you so much for sharing for your day.
She's like, on to mine. Tell me, I'd
No, wait,
love
but
to know
real
about your
I
week.
want to know that.
Well, I have gone to enough stores in the wee hours and early hours of the morning where I feel like I have everything.
Everything you need. She's like, I
think
have
we're
everything.
good
I
to
need
go.
some toilet paper.
I've been doing it for like the
Yeah, did
last
you bring us toilet paper?
3 weeks. You didn't ask for a roll. I could have brought a roll.
Oh.
Next time.
You didn't ask for a roll.
Okay, know that.
And I'm not like a hoarder. It's
Right.
just that
Oh, is there, oh.
oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a hoarder,
Right.
but sorry.
You should put it in.
Dad,
But-
stop! No, I'm teasing.
Yeah,
don't-
I know, right?
Is that your dad?
One of them.
Okay, I hear you. I
Yes.
know. Look, some of us have a couple.
I have multiple, yes. But
Right. No,
but
I totally feel you.
oh yeah, so I have spent the last few weeks ripping and running all over the place trying to. I mean, grocery shopping is a really a chore. It's a very it's like a demanding task right now when you're trying to like
Yeah.
you have to go
When
to
you need
all these
something
different
specific.
stores because the shelves have been empty. You,
Right.
you go, you just don't know what you're going to
They
find.
start to
Where
replenish
was I
it.
at this morning?
Huh?
They start to replenish it.
Well, they're also limiting now. So like you know.
Right.
You can only get like 1 pack of toilet paper, 1 pack of paper towels, 1 pack of waters. You know, like they're limiting now. And so, like
Sure.
one store I went in, they have their own. It's its own section in the back of the store. You go line up, you make a line, and you're waiting to distribute. And it's funny because you see like these people, the employees, and they're like hawking stuff. You feel like you're walking on the street.
Hawking stuff,
You know,
right?
like, you want this? You want this? You want this? And I'm just like, oh my god.
You're like, I can't
like,
with you guys.
This is like 5 people saying, do I want this at the same time? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take
Right.
this, one of those, and one of those, please. You know, like, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. So, you know,
It's crazy.
I've been through a lot of stuff trying to just, you know, feel like I have what I, you know, feel good with. So I've got a little corner in my garage full of stuff. And so now I don't need to run around. So the last few days I've been parlaying.
Right.
What?
We're gonna if we accidentally follow you home.
Don't do it, lady.
She's like, I will so lose you in the streets. I wouldn't even try.
Yeah. So, but that's what I've been doing. So I've actually been able to just chillax these last. You know, I wanted to get to a place where I feel like I could chillax. Now, produce is one thing that you know you do need to go get every now and then. But the good thing is they're not running out of produce.
I know, I love that.
No.
They're not
Because
running
that's-
out of
yeah, because it's-
fruits and veggies.
Right.
So I
love that.
I can just go
So
and
be vegetarian now.
right. Remember last
you
week
should be
I
eating
urged.
fruits and vegetables.
Last week I said
anyway.
this is a good time to go veggie. It really
It is.
It is.
It totally is.
Because they're not rationing tofu.
They're not rushing tofu. When I went to the Walmart on Blue Diamond and Rainbow this morning, it's a new one. It's like a little mini one.
Oh, like the
It had
little
everything.
neighborhood market.
Yeah, kind of like that. It didn't say it on the sign like I'm accustomed to in Colorado. They say it on the sign, but it was like one of those, and bigger than one of those, I guess, because it was still full. Okay, who cares, right? So
I'm
I'm at
listening.
Walmart, and I was like, I needed dog food,
Right.
but we wanted Blue Buffalo, and
Yeah, I'm
so
out of jail.
you're out of jail. Nice. You said it would happen during the show. So there was one bag left of what I wanted to get, and my daughter had transferred money to my bank like last week, but it said it's not going to happen until Tuesday. So then I'm like, oh, well, let me just double check. So I go to double check, and I'm like, why am I broke still? So I called her and I'm like, hey, what's going on? I thought that you sent, money last week. And usually it happens like almost instantly. And it was saying it was going to take days. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I waited until today to go get dog food. I'm like,
Okay.
there was only the one bag of Blue Buffalo. And it's the
Really?
big bag that I wanted. Yeah.
What store is that?
Walmart on Blue Diamond and Rainbow. It's a new one. So
Because the one from Fort Apache and 215,
Yeah.
they have a lot of dog food out there. You go there.
But I need a certain kind.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
by my house too. That's
Yeah.
one. I'm like in the middle of 2 Walmarts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one that I've gone to as well. But anyway, so the money wasn't there. So I'm like, oh my God, send me the money real quick. And so she tried, and she's like, Mom, it says it's not going to be there till Friday. The flip. So I'm like, putting the dog food back, the one bag of Blue Buffalo. And then I'm like, okay, fine, I'm coming home. So I go home.
Right.
And she had to go to the bank and just get me cash because she's like, do you want to wait till Friday? I said, do you want to feed the dogs or you're just
No.
not worried about it? So anyway, I was trying,
Funny.
with everything gone, I was trying not to worry about it. But I'm like, oh, it's serious now. There's just another day of food, like before they're eating our shoes.
Oh.
So,
You know that's really funny because my kids start filling up my my freezer, my refrigerator,
Aww.
and then they on I believe that Sunday or Saturday they brought home bags of food, and then the next day they brought another bag of food, and I said, can I use those to wipe my ass if we run out of toilet paper?
Right. So, did they just not find toilet paper, or they didn't think
They
to
said,
look?
there's no
or...
toilet paper.
Oh,
So-
there's still just none.
Yeah.
And when I found out that I couldn't buy dog food, I didn't even go look at toilet paper because it made no difference. I had no
Yeah,
money in my
exactly.
hands.
That's
So
true, yes,
I don't
yeah.
even know. I would think that they had some because everything looked really great, but I don't know.
But you know the good thing is of me and JC and I went I believe yesterday or the other day, and I seen there is a big difference from the first time a week ago when I
Yes.
went to the Walmart,
Yes.
and now has more stock. And then I talked to one.
Yay!
I
Good.
talked to one of the associates and asked him.
Associates.
Associate.
Associates.
Associate. Associate. Okay. got it.
Right.
I talked to him and I said, so you guys have enough time to replenish the shelves now, and he said we are trying, meaning that they have stocks, they just
And it's
don't
still a
have
little bit
enough
behind.
manpower.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, some places have hired extra people to help just because they have to.
Things are-
There's such a demand and everything's going so quickly. They have to keep restocking. But
Craziness.
I don't know. You know how Walmart is, though. Underpaid employees,
Yes,
brutality in the break
But,
room.
yeah, so they will
Brutality.
take their
No,
time.
I'm
yeah.
just exaggerating.
They will take their time because you know what, they're getting overtime now. That's why.
Oh, well,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Yeah.
Wait,
But they're
but
also
let me
probably
tell you
tired of
though.
working. I
But-
don't know. I would think.
But let me tell you, when I did go, the last day I was going to the stores, which is the other day,
Uh-huh.
Friday morning, I was at one of our local, should I call out their names? I think I will. I was at a local Target store, and I was doing a return. And so, like, you know, there's somebody helping me. I'm on the other side counter. There's this person, but then there's another customer service person.
Mm-hmm.
And this other one of the another Target associate comes up, starts walking up towards the front, to the customer service counter. And
Did you say you were at Target?
Yes, I was.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I missed that part.
So then
I love
this girl, this associate that was already up at customer service, she's talking to this other chick, and she's like, other lady, she's like, hey, how are you feeling?
Oh.
And I'm like, okay,
Uh-oh.
that caught my
Piqued your
attention.
interest, right? Piqued your
So
interest.
this lady here says, oh, I'm feeling much better. She's like, I'm feeling much better, but my temperature is still in the 99.
Oh my God!
What?
We're at Target. This is not Walmart. We have common sense here. We wear shoes and we put on clothes before we enter.
This lady said, but my temperature's still in the 90s. I'm sitting here. I was like, wait a minute. Did she just say what she just said?
She did.
And she's like, but I wanted to work anyways.
Oh my God!
Oh, goodness
That is a no-no.
gracious,
That is a
right?
no.
I was like getting heated inside myself. I'm like, wait a minute.
She's all, I was getting heated inside myself.
I'm like, did this lady just say that her temperature is not back to normal and this chick wanted to come to
She's
work?
She's fucking up the whatever at Target.
I was like, that-
Target,
that-
not good.
that upset me because I'm
Did you
thinking,
talk to management?
okay, so I was
She's like,
hold on,
so
wait,
here's
wait.
what happened.
I was like, so wait, what do I do? I'm like, should I let that slide and just be like,
No,
okay?
No.
So I kind of started wrestling with it in my conscience.
She's all, in my conscience.
Did you pinch yourself? Did you pinch yourself?
No.
She's all, in my conscience.
But I knew that I decided at that moment to not talk with management. I spent Saturday and Sunday going in my head like, this is still bothering me. I think I need to go ahead and just mention it. So I called on Monday morning to talk to a manager.
She's like, days later, I decided finally to bitch.
I
so what
wasn't-
they say?
Which usually I would do that right on the spot. But I wasn't sure if I was going to, I wasn't sure what I was going to do or how I was going to handle it. But I was heated inside. I was heated in here. My thermometer, my
She
temperature.
was heated.
My temperature
Her
went up.
temperature was rising.
And I wasn't sick.
and
So-
she wasn't sick.
So I called the manager and this dude, and he's like, I explained what happened. And he says that he says that they encourage their employees to stay home when they're not feeling well.
Right.
And
What
I was
happened
like,
to that
yeah,
But what happens when
And-
they don't listen?
I was like, well, clearly not all of your employees are following through with that. I said, this lady said that her temperature was 99 in the 99s. She should have
In
stayed
the 99s.
She should have stayed home until that junk went back to the 98s.
Yeah.
He's
it's
like,
back in the
well, we
98s.
cannot force an employee to stay home. We can encourage it, but we can't force them to stay home.
That's wrong, Target. Right there. No.
Well,
And
let's
I-
not be too snotty to Target.
Wait, look.
It's still Target.
Well, yeah, but Target has employees that don't care about the rest of us.
Yeah.
Maybe they care about paying their rent.
But
The
government says
you're missing the point.
No,
I totally
look,
get you.
hey, I understand it's hard times and but right now this is a time where we all need to think about each other.
Yeah, it's not.
Yes.
And it's about
not
community.
yourself, yes.
It's about community.
But
So-
they need to pay the rent.
Right, but the woman should have stayed home until that junk went back to 98.
I agree.
She
about the
could have
fever part,
coronavirus. What if she's there spreading her germs to the old people?
But she-
Right.
Does
And
she
what if
have
people
a
don't like
mask
her
and-
germs
No,
like
that
they
chick
like
was.
mine?
She was fine. She didn't have any
All right,
gloves,
well,
no mask.
Well, call me so I can sell you my mask.
Oh, please sell your mask. The
So,
one on your
I
face
told
even.
him. So I told the manager. I was like, look. I believe that she should have stayed home. I said, until it went down.
Right.
I said, I hope with all this craziness going on right now,
Right.
it's so important for us to do that. So I hope that you will address this with your workers. He said that he would.
I believe you because actually Target literally will address things and they're
Will
usually
they?
pretty thoughtful. Oh yeah.
Well, I'm glad to
I
hear
worked
that.
for Target for just a little bit. Because
Oh, you
remember
said
I had
that
to
like a
work on
week or
my
two.
hustle?
You said that a
My
week or two
Target
ago.
hustle, right. And I never
Oh.
really I never really developed one. Like I tried, but hustle is really just not something I do. It's not in my heart or my blood. It's not.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
you
they
had a
will.
good
They're really
experience with them?
thoughtful. Yeah, they're
Well-
really thoughtful.
Well,
and
can I ask
and I'm
you-
sure he was kind of like really embarrassed that you guys were even having to have that conversation. But
Can
what,
I ask
Maria?
you this? Have you do you personally know anybody who has caught the disease?
Well, here's the deal about it. There's not necessarily completely 100% way to know because the people are going to get it to varying degrees. It's said that people can actually have it and not even have any symptoms or realize that they have had it. People can have some symptoms, but not enough to have the hospital do a test because it's not dire and we have to save those resources. So like Kyle Ann was, she didn't have a fever. She got a cough and then she had pink eye, like the weirdest combination. And so I was like, well, instead of going to emergency care where you cannot do a test, go to the emergency room where they can give you one if they think you need one and whatnot. And so she went there, got a little prescription for her pink eye, and they're like, you could very well have it, but we're not worried about you today. And there's nothing that we're going to do for you. So go home, be happy, and she's fine. I mean, your cough clears up or whatever, but so yeah, it's really, they're like, we can't say you have it. We can't say you don't have it. Literally, you could just have your little cough and that could be your only symptom and you could have it. So people are going to have it to varying degrees. And the ones that we're going to hear about are unfortunately the ones that pass from it and the ones that are
Gravely
needing
ill,
assistance, support
Breathing.
while they're, recovering from it.
They need a ventilator.
Yeah, so
Let
it's
me
hard to
rephrase-
say
let me
if
check-
anybody's
let me
had it or
rephrase
not had
The
it.
question: do
Okay.
you know anybody who is tested positive?
No. Isn't that an interesting
you?
question? Because I've not run into anybody that has a yes for that yet.
But it has showed up in
Conspiracy,
the school district.
aliens.
It has, the first case has showed up in the school
Aliens.
district. So they're trying to clean the school down, the school where the student went.
Right, and
You
I
know,
agree that they
so-
should, but I think they're just cleaning them all. And I hope that what they're doing as well is cleaning the casinos while.
Yes, they
Are they?
Yes,
Okay,
they
that
are,
have the
yeah.
cleaning staff or
That's-
whatever.
that's
Not
great.
that.
Yes,
Because
that's-
it's just a good time to do spring cleaning type things.
See, the thing is, Westgate actually, when this started in January, I believe started in January, we started sterilizing the whole room before we put in a new guest.
Oh, good. Okay.
See, before,
good.
yeah, that's why we never thought that we're gonna close, no matter what.
Right, 'cause you were
when
taking some
the
preventative
governor said
action.
blah blah blah, and
Right.
and then we got a huge meeting and said,
Right.
you know what, we don't want to close, but we have to.
Mhm.
And I was like, but I want to go to work. So talking about
But I
how
wanna
our
go to
week,
work.
how
All
our
right.
week went by.
Right.
My day is so amazing. I sit down.
She's like,
I sit
I'm
down.
fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I can watch all my videos, edit
Yes,
all my videos,
you can.
talk to my boyfriends over the phone.
Yeah, she lies. She does not have boyfriends
She said
like
plural,
that. She doesn't even
boyfriends.
like them.
She said boyfriend.
I know.
Well,
She's
that's
all dramatic.
That's a good point because somebody just talking to me and I said I am allergic to boys.
Oh, I so believe you when you say that. I so believe you
You
when
show
you
up
say
with
that.
the gloves and the mask.
Right. She's like, don't touch me. Right, for real.
6 feet, man, 6 feet. Yes, as Tabitha was saying, there are people who have it, and it could be what it's called asymptomatic. That means they don't have any symptoms.
Look at her. She's using those
So-
cute big words. I
know,
love you
I
for
don't-
that.
yeah.
Hey, I'm
Can
learning.
you
No, we're teasing.
further explain, please?
Asymptomatic. It means
She's
that
like,
you
the definition
do have the
of asymptomatic
virus,
is
but you're not showing any symptoms. So
Like when you have
one of us
herpes.
could have it.
from what I hear.
Why'd you take it there? Why'd you take it there?
I don't know. That horrible thought just like popped in my head. I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Let's be serious now. Like,
Let me
So,
breathe really.
so like for instance, one of us could have it and not know it,
right.
but you can still spread it even if you're asymptomatic. So if I'm touching my face and I'm touching here and you touch here and then you touch your face, you could get it
Look,
even though none of
Stand
y'all thought I was
face
sick.
touchers, right?
Yeah, that's why we gotta go like this. We
Speaking
gotta go like that.
I swear my nose is itching just because I'm not supposed to touch it.
I know, right? Don't
You
you,
know,
love
this is
that?
really funny
So-
because I never wear a mask, all right?
Okay.
So when I pick up JC the other day, he actually has his mask on and I just cracked up to death. And then he said,
Like,
this is what he
JC.
said.
What did he say?
He said, I am not wearing this to get actually contaminated by the virus. I am wearing this so that the other people won't be contaminated by my virus.
Oh.
I'm confused. What?
He's saying he's trying not to contaminate others with
Oh, like in case
silliness.
he has
With
it.
silliness.
Oh,
Yeah, he's just joking.
Oh,
He's just
okay.
Yeah, he's just being
Yeah,
silly.
and so there's asymptomatic. So just think of that like on the far left. You know, it's like, oh, you have it, but you don't know you have it, but you're spreading it by the by
but
co-
but
by
you're
a
passing that
sneeze.
shit around to all the boys.
Yeah, by a sneeze or touching your nose and touching your nose or mouth, and then you touching other things, and then other people are getting it.
It's
This
so
is
hard to be
intense.
serious.
Then the next group is like you can have mild symptoms, so mild
Mm-hmm.
that it can appear that you might just have a cold. Like you might think, oh, it's just a little cold, no
Right.
big deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the virus and it's so mild, you may confuse it for a cold, and
Yes.
you wouldn't know you have it unless you got a test.
And it doesn't even matter unless you stop breathing. Well, okay, like before that. But I mean, okay, no, I get it. No, I'm just saying you're not gonna die. Is my point.
I mean, it could be so mild. It doesn't require hospitalization and
Yes.
breathing machines and stuff. It's just, you think you have a little cold. Or like what you were touching on, they may say, oh, we're not concerned about you. You can go ahead and head on home. And,
Right.
I would just say if you have what you think may be a little cold, just do your best not to spread your germs, because if you do have it, you might be spreading it.
Look.
So they say you should, everyone should act like they have it. If we all act like we have it, then we're going to be extra conscious
True.
to
Of how we
keep our
behave.
germs to ourselves.
But not tonight, not Thursday. But all the other times, I'm not gonna kiss anybody.
Tabitha.
For real.
So you
It's
should not
just
be
like-
exchanging bodily
Is that how you
fluids.
fight the coronavirus?
Say it again.
is that how you fighting the coronavirus?
Well, I'm not going to fight
Kudos
it
for
tonight,
you.
and I'm not going to fight it on Thursday night, but all the other times I'm going to fight it by social distancing.
But they say that with everybody being inside so much, they're going to expect a baby boom come December because all
Look,
the
my
people have to
kids
be
are tired.
inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
So lots of
Corona
babies.
Corona babies.
Yeah, they're calling them Corona babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in December, hey, that's my birth month.
She's like,
That's the
Christmas
tightest
babies,
one. That's the coolest
Christmas
month.
Coronas.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna have a lot of babies coming
So-
up.
I remember I told you the dude behind me at the Target line. This was not when I was returning, but I
I
told
wanna be a
you.
godmother.
The dude behind me, he wasn't buying anything else. He wasn't trying to buy water.
Oh, that's right, the condom guy.
He had
like a big
a big
box of condoms. Yay, we love condoms. Like we love gloves. We love
He
them.
was about to get it on for the next few weeks.
I hate these things. They suck. Is this what it feels like to have a condom on? I wonder.
I'm wondering.
I
Because
don't
it's
know.
kinda-
I never wondered that.
Well, me either until right now where I'm being forced to wear gloves and
You never wore these kind of gloves before?
well, to clean for a minute. But you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm not worried about it at that point. Today I'm worried about it.
Oh.
Today I'm worried about if this is what a condom feels like. Traditionally, that's not a thought.
Talk to your friends.
Yeah,
I
ask
will
them.
tonight.
I don't know.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friend.
No, but let's talk about that exercise life because this virus and many cities and states shutting down or
Yeah.
quarantining people, it affects everybody's life,
even the
including
gym, yes.
people who exercise.
I've
you
got
know?
exercise pulling
and I'm a new
weeds.
baby on that whole exercise
Right.
kick. So,
But you're solid on it and you're consistent, which
oh
is amazing.
yes, and so when they shut down the big gym first,
Right?
then I decided to shut the gym down in my little complex, and I was like, no.
Yes. All the
Please
playgrounds in our
don't.
neighborhood, they closed off on day one. I was like, really? And
You
then
know-
they closed them anyway. But I
You
was
know what?
like, come
I
on,
was
Ridge
worried
Ranch.
to close down. The
What?
first thing that I'm worried to close down
What?
is Macy's. And then when you posted that, I'm like,
Yes.
oh.
Yeah, that was frightful.
They
when
closed
you
down
told
on
us about
Tuesday.
Macy's.
I remember it clearly.
Why did you do that?
She's like, I recall it.
It
like
was open
was
Monday and it
last
was closed Tuesday.
Now I have to open my closet and find something to wear on my show.
That is so true.
Kitty asked a question. Thank you for your question. And remember, everyone, you're more than welcome to interact with us while we're filming live. We do check. And so, yeah, you're more than welcome to comment or ask questions to give your feedback. Kitty wanted to know, how has y'all's current lives showed how much or little prepared you are for an emergency
I
situation?
love that
I love
question.
that question.
Yes,
That is an
I love
amazing
that.
question.
Great question, Kitty. Great question. So, who wants to go first? You want to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
So I kind of felt like I always have extra. Like I can throw some things together. But all of a sudden I felt like I needed bacon and hold on.
It's a video.
Oh, I thought you were going to snap a picture. So I felt like all of a sudden I needed bacon. I needed some more steak. I literally was like, I need some more asparagus. So there's like a couple things that are like my favorite staples that I'm like, hold on. I don't have enough backup of that. But being the mom of, having raised 5 kids, you're kind of like, I'm so accustomed to having shit in the house that, so I don't know. I was in pretty good shape, but I was also kind of like, oh, but I would like some more of this and this. But it
okay.
wasn't like I was dying without it or didn't already have a couple or so
Right.
now I'm like hoarding them in the freezer. Like I don't want to use them because what if the apocalypse happens and I'm like, okay, let me have a steak before I die by zombie, so I don't know. So I was in pretty good shape, but actually I needed to get some toilet paper and I was wanting to get some with my girlfriend from Costco and I hadn't. So I'm like, really? Is now the time to have this problem? So I don't know. Like I could have used some toilet paper, but usually I would have had some.
Okay. Cool. Thank
Do you want to
you.
answer it?
Yes, for me, I think, how much a little? I too like to keep a little extra of everything because I do shop at like the big box stores.
I love that,
You know,
yeah.
I do like to buy big packages of toilet paper and paper towels and things like that.
Yes.
So I too feel like for me it was I wanted to get a little extra to feel more at ease about it. You know, because since I hear that everybody's buying up everything.
Yeah, that was so weird.
You know, it's like, do I want to be left without?
Right. You're like, wait, I need some.
I don't want to be left without. So I already have my normal extra stash of things.
Right.
So I needed to build like the extra layer of extra on top of that little extra stash.
That's exactly
For
right.
me,
but it still wasn't out of control though, because I feel as if you're a reasonable person. I'm reasonable with some things.
They're rationing the meat now.
They're
rationing the meat.
Pre-ration, but yes, they did ration the meat because I went back and got bacon. So I have 4 bacons in the freezer.
Yeah, you get 1 pack.
Like,
so each trip you can only get.
You guys are hilarious because I didn't prepare for anything.
So I hope.
Well, I just think you just don't feed your kids.
Huh?
I just don't think you feed your kids.
Oh, you know what? I don't feed my kids. I don't.
Well, your kids are big
They're
babies.
grown.
I know. I'm just teasing her because of that.
You know what funny is? When I learn about this, and even when I see it coming, because we went to the store, I really never like having the need of anything, because you know what, this is the thing that I would tell the world about this kind of situation. We started, you know, I've been through it, so I know how to have nothing. So, like what JC was saying last week about the bidet.
The bidet, right?
Yeah,
and the little pot.
You know, I can make up on something from nothing.
Right.
So you're very resourceful.
Yes,
right.
I'm very. Yeah, there you go.
Resourceful.
Because you know what, I think if in case, I had a discussion with one of the posts on Facebook the other day, and I said that, honey, don't even panic.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is gonna be okay. And then one person said, how could it be okay when we are running out of this, running out of that, running of this, and it's all coming from China? And I said, well, then we get our resource from other countries. And if it's not, we came out with nothing anyway. Why don't you come up with your own resources?
But here's the deal. We're already to the point where, I agree with you, because we're already to the point where the grocery stores are really well stocked again.
Yes.
In comparison to having nothing. I'm not saying that they're perfect like they were, where there's like no gaps in coverage.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're definitely already back to
Yes.
good shape, and it's been a week.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So,
and
a smidge over.
yes,
So
and my point
we all
is-
survived that.
Yes,
the whole week.
Exactly.
Like the whole week we survived it.
And if in case I don't have a meat, or there's no meat on the shelves when the first time I went there, then I can go on the fruits and vegetables. Oh, you know what I was thinking?
That's my favorite anyway.
You know what I was thinking when the first time that I went to the store and all meats are gone?
Yeah.
I'm like, and then I see all the vegetables. Do you know
how
many-
retarded people are is what I thought.
Yeah. Do you know how many people are living in the forest without any meat? They're eating all vegetables and fruits.
Yeah, that is such
and
a
they
good life.
still survive.
Yep.
You know, we are just so freaking spoiled.
Yes.
Of having everything in our hand there at the store. We forgot to become resourceful.
You know, you might be onto something there. But, you know, you come from a country where maybe some circumstances force people to be more resourceful. Here, I don't know how many circumstances. I mean, well, yeah, I think
can be resourceful too.
I think they call it, I've heard the term first world problems. We have first world problems.
Oh my God. Let me tell you some of my problems I've run into.
Our problems are not like, you know,
everybody
third world
else's,
country
thankfully.
problems.
Right.
Exactly.
So here, let me tell you this. There's 2 things that created a problem for me. And I forgot what the second one is.
First world problem.
Right.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to us of Honeybees, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Right.
We'll see you in a few.
Because this is so exciting.
It is.
Very exciting.
Reeling